If you consider yourself a watch collector or a watch enthusiast, maybe you're new to the hobby, or maybe you're just interested in joining the hobby, at some point in your watch collecting journey, you need to own the watches I've compiled in this episode. With these 5 watches you'll learn about today, you're gonna get some history, you're gonna get a taste for some different complications, and if these are the only 5 watches you ever own, you got a pretty well-rounded collection. And oh yeah, the best part about these 5 watches is that each one of them is under $500. It's 2:25 p.m. Let's get down to business. Alright, so the first watch I want to talk about today is the Seagull 1963 chronograph, a watch I've owned for a very long time, a Chinese watch. Now this watch right here is probably the easiest way to get into a mechanical chronograph. It's 38 millimeters, it's got a very simple classic design. You're getting a hand wind movement that you can see here through the display case back, and you're getting a 30-minute timer and running seconds. Now currently this watch is wearing kind of an old school military strap, because believe it or not, this is an old school military watch, but if you throw this watch on some leather, you got kind of an elegant, dressy chronograph. Next up, the Casio G-Shock DW5600E1V, an absolute powerhouse. Now guys, if you're a watch enthusiast and you enjoy wearing watches all the time, then you should be able to wear a watch no matter what situation you find yourself in, and that's where a G-Shock comes in handy. This is the definition of a beater watch. You do not have to baby this thing whatsoever. You're getting a 200-meter water resistance rating, you're getting a backlight so you can see in dark situations, you're getting a chronograph function, you're getting some alarms, just an amazingly functional watch that again, you don't have to worry about because it's gonna be really, really tough. So this G-Shock measuring right around 43 millimeters and selling for around 40 bucks, you gotta have this thing in your watch box. The next watch we're gonna talk about today, and a watch you absolutely need, is the Seiko SKX007. You knew I was gonna add this to the list. This watch is truly iconic, honestly one of the most prolific entry-level divers you can have. Let's see, it's tough, it's fairly versatile when it comes to entry-level dive watches. Again, it looks great on a multitude of straps. I've had this thing on NATO straps, on bracelets, on leather straps even. I know, blasphemy, a waterproof watch with a leather strap. No! You're getting incredible lume. I'm not kidding, this watch glows like an absolute fireball. Now this SKX007 measures in around 45 millimeters, but if you want the identical watch just a little bit smaller, check out the SKX013. Now guys, there's no doubt about it, the Seiko SKX007 is absolutely a watch you either love or you hate, but if you consider yourself a watch collector, it'd be kind of silly living your life without experiencing one of these firsthand. Alright, so the next watch I want to talk about is in a way related to the Seiko SKX. It's not a Seiko whatsoever, it's not even Japanese, but while this thing is very, very prolific, the next watch has an incredibly strong cult following, and I think as a watch collector we need to experience what the hype is all about. Drum roll please! The Vostok Amphibia. Now guys, I just made an episode comparing the Vostok Amphibia to the SKX007, so if you haven't seen that episode, please click right here and watch that so you can see these watches in greater detail. Now this Russian military diver is rugged, it is tough, and it's kind of disposable. I mean, you can find this watch for under $100 all day long. And again, being a Russian military watch, it does have some interesting history. There's a ton to choose from, I'm not kidding. If you don't like the look of this scuba dude, you're bound to find one you like, I promise. There's like 1,000 different variations out there. So guys, if you as a watch collector wants a really tough, kind of rugged military dive watch that you don't have to worry about whatsoever, again, kind of disposable here, check out the Vostok Amphibia. It's unique, it's rugged, and it's just kind of a fun thing to play with. Alright, so what have we looked at so far? Well, we have a very elegant, easily dressed up chronograph, we have a super duper tough powerhouse, we have an iconic, prolific entry-level diver, and we have just a really quirky, rustic, rugged cult icon. But I think it's time to pick out a really good everyday piece. The Hamilton Khaki Field Watch. Guys, you knew I was going to talk about this watch. I've said it a million times and I'll say it a million more times. Every watch collector needs a hammy in their watch box. Now this one specifically is a 38 millimeter hand wind, so you're getting that Swiss-made ETA hand wind movement. You're getting some good loom, you're getting a deep, rich military history. This thing has been through World War II, it's been through the Vietnam War. This thing is such a badass little simple, no bells and whistles watch. It's just a very good, tough watch that you can rely on. Guys, honestly, off the top of my head, I can't think of a single watch collector that hasn't owned a Hamilton Field watch at some point in their life. Again, guys, it's simple, it's versatile, not a ton going on, but that's kind of what's appealing about it. This Hamilton Khaki Field watch is an incredible companion for your day-to-day journeys. Pick one up. So guys, there you have it. 5 watches that I think every watch collector needs to own at some point. And again, if these are the only watches you have, you got a good collection there. But let me know what you think, guys. Do you have any of these watches? I'm sure a lot of you do, but what's your experiences with them? I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment in the comment section and we can continue the conversation there. Now guys, you can find all the watches we spoke about today in links in the description, and you can also find them at the Time Teller shop. So please support the channel, click the link in the description below and check out the Time Teller shop. I have watches, watch straps, watch winders, watch toolkits even, just the one-stop shop for the watch collector like you. Don't miss out, support the channel, click that link and shop around. I love you for it. And if you're new here, if this is your first time joining us here at the Time Teller channel, I want to say thank you so much for stopping by, but let's make this a little bit more official. Go ahead, click that subscribe button. It takes 1 second and it helps me out a ton. And while you're at it, you can go ahead and click that bell icon so you do not miss out. There's a ton more awesome content on the way and you don't want to miss it. So please, guys, please click that bell icon. YouTube does a terrible, terrible job notifying my subscribers when I upload, and I upload all the time, okay? Like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with other watch enthusiasts, other people that you think would enjoy this. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. All right, well, if you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing to the channel because there's a whole lot more where that came from. Also, I have no idea how YouTube works yet. Hopefully in the future, I'll get the hang of it, but I think there should be some recommended videos for you to watch. There might be one over on this side of the screen. There might be one over on this side of the screen. Who knows where they're gonna be? YouTube's always changing. Life is always changing. You know, there's a lot to learn about life. We'll save this for another episode. Anyway, click one of these videos, watch it, subscribe to the channel. I love you.